Hello everybody, I hope this message finds you well. Thank you to my return viewers and welcome to my new viewers. Welcome, welcome. For those who do not know, my information is in the description box. Should you need to contact me, my email is there, or just feel free to drop a comment below if you have any questions or comments. As most of you know, I'm an intuitive reader. I get multiple messages, sometimes throughout a video, sometimes before, sometimes after. However, at any point, if you do not feel that you are resonating with the information that is being shared, do not force it to fit. There's other content. So I thank you so much for visiting my channel. If there are certain topics that you want to discuss, drop it in the comments below. If there's certain signs you want a specific reading for, drop it in a comment below. And let's go ahead and get this started. We're going to do, since it's the end of the month, close to the end of the month, let's go ahead and just do the energy for the elements. It seems to be what I'm feeling more is for like air, fire, water, earth, things of that nature. We're going to go ahead and start the cycle off with fire, and we'll take it from there to see what I'm feeling. So this is going to be for the fire signs, your Aries, your Leo, and your Sag. Regardless of whether it falls into your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. On the split, it was reflection. Some of you may be hearing, inner work, maybe hearing things about your shadow, going in, your inner child, things of that nature, your inner understanding, but it's reflection. Reflection seems to be a really large energy with the fire signs. So a lot with your shadow work, which means dealing with your South Node energy, your past life energy, reconciling, using that Virgo energy, which we're in right now, in cleaning and organizing, getting things in their proper place, releasing stank energy that no longer belongs to you. You want to make sure that you are working on your inner understanding of things and where exactly you are vibrating at, and set some good boundaries for yourself. All right, so I just wanted to do that. That was on the split. So it's definitely evaluation, introspection, soul searching, and it's deep introspection. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle these for the fire. So, Spirit, thank you so much. So very much. And normally I shuffle these ahead of time. So we can save time on the video. I prefer it to do it that way. All right, one more shuffle. And we have, oh, I love Spirit. We have South Node. All right, so South Node represents your past. It can represent, karmic, past lives, your past in this life. It's also representing things that are your challenges, things that you need to work on to overcome as you move and proceed north, which would be fulfilling your purpose and your mission. You're going forward in your north, but you have to reconcile yourself. So this says, get over fear of the new, clinging to old ways, old situations, because people find comfortability in it. So it's your comfort zone. So if you have been seeing things that speak about your comfort zone, or getting out of your comfort zone, or staying in your comfort zone, and they can, more than likely this reading is for you, because you've got some things that you are comfortable in, regardless of why you do it or why you're there. It's generating this energy that is not allowing you to move forward, move past, to grow and be where you need to be. We're going to pull one more of the yin and yang, and then I think I'm going to get another one. One second. I feel 3, so I think that's what I'm going to do. One more. There was one that wanted to jump there. And this is fears and illusions, limitations, anxiety, comfort zone. Once again, Spirit is definitely revealing that comfort zone is your issue. Fear and anxiety of leaving it. Fear and anxiety of getting out of a certain situation because it's all you've known. The people may be, lifelong things, relationships, things of that nature, even though they may not have been flowing smoothly. Could be, you're staying in your comfort zone because it's what you know. It doesn't have to be relationships. It can be jobs. It could be expanding upon. It's limiting beliefs. Say you're artistically inclined, but you don't really, you talk about doing things, but you really don't do it because you put yourself in a comfort zone that you can't seem to I don't know. Let's give an example here, because I do know an artist. To say you're an artist that only paints landscapes, but you really want to get into portraits. But you have a limiting belief that you can't do it because of this, because of that. Well, your comfort zone is the landscapes. So your desire, and you want to move forward to do portraits, but you hold yourself back. It's that kind of energy. It's like somebody who writes music, but they're not inspired because they're staying in a particular energy, and they're not getting out and expanding that energy. If all they are living is, I found it's a really cool song. Actually, I keep playing it over again. It's Fool's Garden, and it's the Lemon Tree song. And I have been playing it on repeat. It's a really good song. You should listen to it. But, it was inspired over lemon trees and on a relationship. So it was incorporated. So it's incorporating your life and things around you, and wrote a pretty good song about it. So, it's your fears and illusions that's trapping you. Fire signs, you're the one that's doing it, nobody else. You are. There could be challenges regarding other energies or outside influences. It could be a lot of things. Heard a rap song this morning saying there's no money in the bank. Do it anyway. Just do it. Do it seems to be get out of your comfort zone. All right. Do something different. Do something different. If you're on a spiritual path and you feel that your path is mediumship, and you are doing that, but you're one of these people that watch, what's it called? Snapped 48 hours or something like that. Then go into mediumship in that area, take instruction, and see if that's where you want to go. If you want to go there, some people can't. Some people can't do it because they can't do the images. If you're on a spiritual path and you really want to learn channeling, open up, do it. If you're just you are what's limiting yourself. Elevate higher, all right? Experience. Get a whole bunch of experiences in. You will find your niche. And if you're in your niche and you're stuck in your niche and you're getting the comfort zone as your hashtag, your key, you're seeing it everywhere, then Spirit obviously wants you to step out of your comfort zone because they need to show you something and they may need you elsewhere for a little bit, all right? One thing about comfort zones, you can always go back to them, you know? Might not be as comfortable as they were before. And if it's a relationship and it's an ex for a reason. Remember that. Although I have seen people, you know, when they were young, get back when they were older. Those are kind of cool stories. I'm digressing. Let's see what we got here. This isn't the one I want. That's probably why I was digressing. This is the one I want. And it flipped on, become a shapeshifter. Get out of your comfort zone. Shapeshift. Transform yourself into something unrecognizable to where a year from now, you are in a completely different energy space. Transform yourself. Shapeshift into something else. This is the energy that you need to work on. All right? And let's get some tarot. We're going to move this. And we're going to Spirit. I think on my next one, I'm going to go ahead and lay the cards out to save some time. But I appreciate all you fire signs sticking in there. All right. Anybody who knows me knows I read whatever falls. On the top, we've got the Tower. There could be an event that took place or will take place that is going to either, I'm picking it up as either shift you into another, how I'm getting it is it's going to change your energy. Is it catastrophic? I'm not really getting it as catastrophic. I'm getting it as there's something, an outer influence that is getting ready to shake up your comfort zone, that is going to shift you into another energy. It is going to be a reimagine. And if anybody knows me and has been following me over the years, and you feel free to go back and watch any of my videos, I'm sure you will find something. But a lot of times on the Tower, they are reconstructing, reimagining. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, something really bad happening. This is going to shift you out of your comfort zone or allow a door to open to shift you out of your comfort zone, which means you're going to have to reimagine how things are done. But I do feel the little push. Like something has become old and stagnant and not working, and you need to elevate it a little bit higher. Which, fire sign, you have the ability to elevate things higher. Don't ever doubt that. Don't ever doubt that. You have the ability to shift things higher. Very much so. What was underneath of that was Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is really big for you right now, fire signs. It's really big in the collective energy, the higher consciousness is urging people to set healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries, not boundaries of you know, don't cross this line or anything of that nature. It's this line I'm not going to cross. So it's more or less your boundaries. You know, what is it that, you know, challenges you that you usually give in to people on? You know, no is my favorite word. No is my absolutely favorite word. N-O, period. All right. So there are things that you want to say no to, but due to emotional manipulation, you may not. I'm picking up that there has been or will be, and it could be from that Tower, an emotional tie that makes you second guess your boundaries. So make sure that you are enforcing your healthy boundaries. It looks like a Queen of Wands could be a fire energy. The Queen of Wands, when it is not an individual, actively working in your life with you at this time, friend, partner, coworker, whatever, if you cannot peg that, this is the energy that you will utilize moving forward. She is bold. She is charismatic. She is a go-getter. She is a risk taker. She brings it all together. She takes that concept. Fire energy has it, man. I'm telling you, they do the legwork. She brings it all together and makes it cohesive. All right. So this is taking a little bit of that, not that. I'm not going to do that. That healthy boundary, and bringing it all together. She makes the impossible possible. All right. She brings things together and makes them cohesive, but she does it with passion. She follows her passion. She follows her desires, but she doesn't overstep her boundaries, and she will not let you overstep her boundaries. Remember, this Queen of Wands, bold, charismatic, she'll take your breath away. Don't F with her. All right. So, let's go. Oh. We have the Five of Swords. Some of you have, I wouldn't call, the Five of Swords could be fear-based, worried about other people's opinions. Some of you, in your timelines and everything else, might be seeing statements to the fact of, don't be scared to be disliked. Have the courage to be disliked. You may be seeing things along the lines of, things about coworkers and friends, the challenges, gossip central. I'm just seeing stay away from it. Stay away from their drama. But a lot of it is courage. So what I'm picking up from this in the energy is not only have the courage to be disliked, but have the courage to get out of your own box, because nobody else is keeping you there. It's that Eight of Swords energy. That Eight of Swords energy is you mentally trapping yourself in that box, using outer influences that no longer tick in your direction. It's perceived. And what's not perceived and what's real, you have the authority over your response. You have the authority of how you're going to respond. And a lot of times you just don't want to make it reactive. You want to pause and look at it with that. Check out the Kuan Yin video. You want to look at it with forgiveness and compassion. Just know that that's where you once were. You're not that person anymore. Nobody's going to steamroll you. Nobody's going to keep you in that box. Don't put baby in that corner is the kind of information that I'm receiving right now. Nobody puts baby in that corner. So nobody's going to put you in that corner, fire sign. So that's kind of the feel that I'm getting. They wanted to limit her. They wanted to keep her, safe and a child forever. Not going to happen. All right. She did some things that were very adult-like, and, a lot of it blew up in her face. Life, 70% of what you do, you're going to fail, but you're going to get back up and you're going to keep on going. And that's what a fire sign does. Okay, this tried to jump. So we're going to do hope, renewal. It's regeneration, but it's the universe stepping in, and it's going to show you signs in the direction of where you need to go. All right. I'm picking up a lot of that star activity, not because it's a star, but the stars. We'll see where that goes. A lot of times I pick up on the Pleiades, the seven sisters, because of a protection thing, and the number of 7 seems to be kind of tapping at my door right now. So let's see where that goes, if it picks up anymore. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is new beginnings. an invitation to a new beginning. Some of you might have some opportunities that are presented to you. Once again, they're showing me the healthy boundaries. Yes, don't limit yourself by your own, comfort zone. Don't limit yourself by your comfort zone, but also don't jump out of the frying pan into the fire. Make sure that you're sitting with it and comfortable with an area that you want to explore. Go back to the example that I used about mediumship. Some people help people get closure. Some people go to it for fun just to see if somebody, comes. But maybe you want to expand upon it and do it differently. Psychic detectives, or, there's actually companies that hire psychics, empaths, intuitives, to read their employees. Empathically, also their business and business decisions. This will be picking up steam later on as the consciousness shifts higher. A lot of companies where they, I know I'm digressing, but I need to say this, where a lot of companies had A, B, C, D employees with personality traits. You're going to find a lot of companies step up and start actively seeking out empaths and intuitives to help guide them in the direction, because they're going to be going in the AI industry, but they're going to need that human component and compassion. So once again, Kuan Yin is stepping up with the consciousness, the altered state of consciousness. You may want to get into channeling if you're on a spiritual path. If this is a side note, this isn't going to pertain to everybody. You may want to actually explore it. You may want to explore different avenues in your spiritual evolution. The higher consciousness. Now, for those of you that are looking to expand in your regular day-to-day, following your passions and desires, the new beginnings, there are doors, opportunities. You may be seeing things in your timeline of miracles. When you're seeing miracles, it's new opportunities, new beginnings. It doesn't necessarily mean they're going to drop a big money bag, although it would be sweet. They're not going to drop a big money bag, free of taxes, or they're showing me brass right now. Why are they showing me brass? Okay, not free from taxes, or free from obligations, but an actual opportunity is going to present itself. I gotta clear that energy. I'm not really sure why they're doing that. We've got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is forceful communication. Some of you may have had your throat chakras blocked. Some of you may not have been able to verbalize or find the words to verbalize what it is you feel, see, hear, communicate. I see it more as a challenge right now. Page of Swords could be somebody spying and lurking, behind the scenes, collecting information. I just see it in the communication department. So there may be things that need to be polished in the communication department. I'm seeing, as far as the communication, it could be, there may be some information that is presented to you that somebody just may not have been on the up and up. All right. It's the best way I can explain what I'm getting here. For some reason, there's I don't know what this means, but they want me to say it. For some reason, there could be a black balloon attached to it, and I have no idea what that means. Because when I say death, they say no. I don't know what that means. If you know what it means, drop it in the comments so I can store it in my information bank, please. Thank you. Now they're giving me a Black Crowes song. Talks to angels. Oh, wait a minute. She does drugs in that one. There may be communication about somebody concerning drugs. You may receive communication from somebody who's passed on due to drugs, or there may be something affiliated with drugs that you receive communication with. Maybe some of you got, I don't know, maybe some of you got in trouble or are connected with somebody in the past, with somebody who, I don't know. You're going to hear some information. All right, yep. So we had a couple. Whatever this information is something you didn't know about, all right? But that information's getting ready to come to light. Whatever it is, and I don't know how this reading twisted into this, but it twisted. So there's information that was hidden from you that is getting ready to come to light, or somebody hid something and tried to pin it on you. They're showing me pin the donkey. Maybe I should just do the signs. They're showing me pin the donkey. They're showing me pinning on the donkey. Something hidden is going to be revealed. And use your discernment. And once again, I'm hearing the forgiveness and compassion. So maybe this is something you already know, or it could be the tower that is coming in for this group of people. I do not believe the rest of the reading pertain to this particular message. I believe that this message is multiple messages, okay? So if you got to this point, this is a new message, because it doesn't really feel like it's for everybody else. So, you know, check your surroundings in your areas. Gosh, I've never done anything like that before. So, yeah, that's weird. I'm not sure. You can go ahead and drop it in the comments. Now I'm wondering if I should post the video. Go ahead and drop it in the comments below. I'm going to go ahead and push that energy off, because it's actually making me feel uncomfortable at this point in time. It could be something from the past that is popping up that you didn't know about, that is resurfacing. I do see that for some of you, you either knew about it or suspected it, and it will be confirmed. So whatever that means, okay? Yeah, for whatever that means. I'm getting too many scattered energies now, so I need to push that off to the side. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. If you made it this far, I really, truly appreciate you. Once again, multiple messages, and I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. I really appreciate you. Get out of your comfort zone. Enforce healthy boundaries. Be forgiveness and compassionate, and for some of you, you know, the limiting beliefs, but watch out for that group with the Page of Swords. You want to really make sure that you are aware. And they're showing me the Five of Swords again, the group. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't like this energy, so I'm going to go ahead and break it now. Thank you so much.